Why don't women like Deborah?
Because her hair's up. Because she wears her hair too up.
Too up? What does that mean?
Y'all need to get a grip. How a woman wears her hair is none of our business.
Thank you.
It's between her and her husband.
Okay, first of all,
We are in danger of bending too much towards the data, and perhaps that's not the best way to create art.
when it comes to data and feedback in terms of making choices about producing a show, Deborah's just used to being on stage as a comedian and giving the audience what they want.
It's very Deborah season 1. It's an indication of her backsliding. Deborah was someone who was chasing the laugh, and so her material became broad.
And you gotta trick kids into eating healthy. Moms get it.
But Ava's backsliding too. Season 1, Ava disparages Panera people,
People who eat at Panera.
the mass audience. And Deborah says,
There's a whole lot of other people in the cafeteria, and the sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be.
they both are exhibiting some of the character flaws that we learned about them in season 1.
I do not want to hear CNN words every time I walk into this room. Does anyone have a segment that moms would like?
But now that she's selling soap, it's really driving Deborah to the brink.
You can still sell soap while remaining authentic to your voice. It's the difference between making art and turning out content. I do not want to make a show.
This is not about what you want.
Ava's fighting for the show to say something important, to be something important, not only because I think that's what she wants to do, but I also think she's personally embarrassed to be attached to the dancing mom show.
We originally concepted the idea that Deborah would be like the whole time, but because we then are putting it in an episode where Deborah's really desperate, then it changed her reaction where she's like, this doesn't feel right, but I know I might need to do it.
Wow, okay.
Deborah pulls into her spot. All of a sudden, Jimmy Kimmel is standing at her driver's side window like a cop.
Hello, Deborah.
Jimmy, what a pleasant surprise.
Is it?
The scene with Jimmy Kimmel, I was dying laughing. Kimmel's one of the nicest people in the world, and he's so horrible to Deborah. He started out apologizing to the crew. Look, I've never done this before, so be kind.
And I think really scream at her this time. Like, honestly, high school bully vibe.
Okay. I played the clarinet in high school. So.
And then by the end of the scene, he was padding his part and adding lines and jokes.
Go jam your dick up Fallon's ass. You fucked with the wrong Jimmy.
So funny. Let's do one more. That was so funny.
Jimmy and some of his writers pitched jokes for him.
Everyone knows that when Kristen Bell has a new project, she does my show first. I got full custody when Conan died.
Conan, we would never say that to you.
I know, we wouldn't.
His joke is that when you don't have a late night show, you're dead.
In case anyone thinks in the Hacks universe, Conan has died.
Conan is alive in the Hacks universe.
And we hope to have Conan on the show.
Yes.
I still say keep the celebrities coming.
Okay, Deborah definitely didn't know about this.
Oh, hello.
Ava short circuits.
How long have you been there? First of all, it's so embarrassing for your boss to come up on you and you're like, hey, like, there's that level. And then, of course, she knows the jokes that she will make at her expense.
So I guess you can please everyone.
Ha ha ha.
Deborah continues to pile on the jokes and the jokes and the jokes. It starts to like really frustrate Ava.
Don't stay out too late. Remember the show's at 11:30. I hope you're watching every night.
Well,
What?
I told him to wait for it to get good.
It really hurts Deborah's feelings. Deborah really cares about what Ava thinks and whether or not the show is funny. So that's where things start to really get tense.
We can't do wine o'clock.
I'm doing wine o'clock, and that's that.
You're not doing wine o'clock.
I'm doing wine o'clock.
No wine o'clock.
Yes, wine o'clock.
It's very intentionally like a callback to their fatal flaws.
Have you seen some of the stuff these people buy on Etsy? It's all like coffee mugs about how actually it's wine in there.
Ava is obsessed with seeming cool and highbrow, and Deborah's obsessed with chasing the laugh and maybe doing something cheap just to be popular and mass. And so they are at odds.
How dare you put that joke in?
If you want the audience to like you, you need to let them get to know you.
Yeah, how did letting you get to know me work out? You pathetic, conniving bitch.
Oh my God.
Conversation's not me!
That scene
Had a beautiful assist from a double.
Okay, great, let's go.
This tension in this feud is like having ramifications even beyond Ava and Deborah. Jimmy is having to get in the middle of them. Stacey's losing a tooth.
You need a fresh little bit of blood?
There's a lot of cracking.
A lot of breaking, yeah.
Dance Mom! The character of Dance Mom, played brilliantly by Juliette Nicholson. She's this TikTok sensation. We bring her at the last minute to save the show. I do it partly to spite Ava. And also, there's a little part of Deborah, I think, who kind of admires this gal. She's going for it.
Julianne and Deborah performing that dance was so incredible. The audience was so genuinely into it.
And the literal lyrics are so funny to me.
Yeah.
Baby, you and me.
Yeah.
We had a great choreographer for Dance Mom, Corey Baker. When we all had to evacuate during the fires, Julianne Nicholson and Corey Baker ended up going to Palm Springs together, and I think really bonding and continuing to rehearse. So,
That's why the dances are so good. They live together.
but that's a story for her on Late Night as the actress Julianne Nicholson.
That's actually a great late night story for her.
So good.